Imagine this. It's the 1980s, and your grandmother says, "Hey, you know what would be fun? Why don't we go on down to that Medellin, Colombia? See if we can't get a picture taken with that Pablo Escobar. Maybe stop for some tacos and then come home. What a gas! It's going to be fun." Pretty ridiculous, right? Pretty stupid. And yet, in Star Citizen, this shit happens every day. So, the most precious trade commodity in the Star Citizen universe right now is Widow. It's the highest profit margin going. So high, in fact, that people are forgoing common sense to try and make money with this stuff. They are going into a war zone. This isn't a tourist attraction. This isn't Universal Studios. Over on your right, we have Mr. Pablo Escobar. Over on the left, we have El Chapo. Don't forget to stop at the gift shop. That's not what this is. This is a drug war in the game. This is, a very dangerous place. You can't even find this on the map. You have to go looking for it. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. And yet constantly you get tourists going down thinking, "Oh, I'm going to make some quick money, I'm going to make some quick cash," in the most dangerous place in the Star Citizen universe. If you think that this is a temporary thing, this is the reality of the game. The most precious, the most fought after, the most sought after resources in the game are going to be in the most dangerous parts of the universe. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it has always been planned. That is what has always been told to us. Yeah, there are safer areas and you can stick to that where the profit margins aren't that high, but in order to get the big money, you got to take the big risks. And guess what? Sometimes you'll walk into Grim Hex and there's a shit ton of people waiting for you and you get blown up. It's happened to me. It's happened to a ton of people, but you don't see me making a video saying, "Oh my God, these people are griefers. They're just so terrible. They're just ruining my gameplay experience. Holy shit, I was just trying to make money. And there was pirates at the pirate base, and they shot me." Seriously. How is this even an argument in this world? Star Citizen has been in development for so long that I find it hard to believe that there are still players out there who haven't figured out that there's open world PvP in Star Citizen. Oh my God. There are going to be areas that are safer than others, but you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say the secret drug lab probably isn't going to be one of them. I think it's probably going to be one of the more dangerous places out there. I think it's probably going to be pretty damn deadly. If you think about it, if you think about what Jumptown is in the game, it's actually a pretty damned genius move on CIG's part. It's probably one of the smarter points in the PU right now, because it teaches you harshly and unequivocally that if you want to go to Jumptown and you want to make money, either go in force or go in smart. Which is to say, maybe stealth up, get close, see if anything's going on, and then zip away. If nobody's there and you see no one on the horizon, maybe dip in real quick, try to load up, and get right the hell out of there. If you want to do that solo, maybe you can get it done. Maybe something like an Avenger, maybe something like a Cutlass. You kind of get in, get out, get what you need, and get gone. But if you're thinking you're going to take the family station wagon down to the drug lab and load up and make a few bucks, and It should be an open door policy. Man, I mean, have you not been paying attention for like the last, God, almost 6 years? Have you not been paying attention to anything that CIG's been saying about this game? I mean, do you think the most valuable resource in the universe is just going to be there for the taking? Why isn't it, if they wanted it to be that way, then why isn't Widow sold on Olisar? Or why isn't Widow sold on Grim Hex and you could just take it to Olisar? Why not? Right? I mean, it's kind of obvious. Everything that you're seeing in the game right now isn't griefers, isn't some mentally defective people, just being sadistic. This is CIG's plan. This is Chris Roberts' plan. This is what they said they were going to do from the beginning. Do you really think that he would put an off-the-map drug lab in his star system where there are no rules, where players can just shoot at each other, and he thought that everyone was just gonna hug and give handshakes and just be like, okay, well, see you later. Have fun with your cocaine delivery, Fred. Be careful out there. Don't forget to wear a scarf. It's getting cold. No. It's hilarious to see these arguments play out on Spectrum, in the YouTube comments, all this. It's amazing to see this play out and to watch people who are like sitting there going like, oh my God, this is so terrible. Oh, has CIG been alerted to this? CIG designed this. They built this. They want this, dude. This is the way they want it to be. Why would we even be able to shoot each other if they didn't want this? I mean, the most valuable commodity in the universe, obviously something that's going to be in demand right now. Something that a lot of people are going to be after. And they are going to come into conflict over it. Guess what? It's the truth of the game. It is the core of the game. Now, sure, you can go and make the Tram and Myers run to Olisar. You can do that. You can make a fair amount of money at that. But if you want to make the big bucks real fast, you got to take the risks. And guess what? Running drugs is risky. Oh no, what a surprise. I mean, I constantly, I find it infuriating and hilarious at the same time that this is often a topic of argument and discussion in the community. It just blows my mind. It's like, oh, I want to participate in the drug trade for the profits, but I don't want to run the risks. Can something be done about these pirates, please? Come on. Really? I mean, it's, you know what I mean? It's just, it's funny and sad at the same time. Wow, you are blowing my mind. I mean, there are plenty of outlets out there. I mean, as far as I've seen, most of the trading panels seem to be working right now. Plenty of places out there to make money, but yeah, you know what? The high risk, high reward places, turns out the high risk part is actually part of the game. It doesn't go along with what you want it to be. It's what it's going to be, and you have to work around it. It's the objective conditions of the battlefield that you are on. Whether you acknowledge them or not, they are there. So now we're armed with a fact. We now have a fact. The secret drug lab is dangerous. Oh my God, what a shocker. So what can we do with this fact? Well, we can go onto the forums, we can go to YouTube, we can go to Spectrum, we can go to Reddit, wherever. And we can write a multi-page emotional diatribe about how unfair this is and how awful it is. Or we can think about this and we can look at the reality of the situation. Okay, so it turns out it's dangerous. But what happens if everybody on the server is on the same page? What happens if everybody, all the 50 people on that server, happen to be people who want to do the same thing you do. I don't know, do you have an org? Does your org have up to 50 active members? What's the instance population limit? 50. So it's not really a big ask if you just start piling everybody into one instance, trying to get everyone together, trying to get everybody in one place doing one thing. You got a big fat fleet now. Maybe you don't have the full 50, maybe you only have 30, maybe you only have 20, but how many people do you think you're really going to face at Jump Town? So you all go in with your Cutlasses and your Auroras or whatever you got that can carry cargo. You take the place over, you load up, you head on back. Chances are most of the people that are hanging around there are 2, 3, 4 ships. They're probably going to run away from you. Now you load up, back to Grim Hex, you sell off, you make your money, and you start going back and forth, back and forth. All of a sudden you're making money at Jump Town again and everything's hunky-dory, and all it took was a little effort and a little thought on your part, rather than just going, oh, I couldn't show up in the middle of the day in my Avenger without getting shot. Oh, woe is me. That's what Star Citizen is. It's a game that rewards you for being smarter and faster than the other guy. This isn't like a Universal Studios tour of, Chris Roberts' Space Adventure Land. Oh, and here's the drug lab. Look how real it is. No. If you want to make money out of Grim Hex in your solo, then you're going to have to be smart about it. You're going to have to think. And you're not going to go, oh, hey, there's 15 ships sitting outside Grim Hex. Well, what's the worst that can happen? Maybe I should just charge right in. Guess what? It's not a smart plan. Hope you enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.